Let me move to post-disaster. Dorothy McKellar told us when she was just 19 years old that Australia is the land of droughts and flooding rains. We know also that we are the land of fires and cyclones. For years, we have built up some of the globe's best immediate response teams, if not policy. The Red Cross, SES, CFA, Emergency Management Australia, an organisation most Australians have never heard of, has worked over the years to ensure that lessons learned and interoperability between agencies for immediate emergency response. But why is it that our leaders seem to plan for good immediate response but still do post-disaster recovery and reconstruction in an ad hoc way? Why did we have a Victorian Bushfire and Reconstruction Authority set up for just one event? Why did it need to relearn the lessons of Cyclone Larry rather than have an institution that could have transferred those lessons in advance? And why did Queensland have to establish yet another ad hoc mechanism to deal with the floods? And why, oh why did we need a flood levy? And we are told the answer to all these questions is a version of, well, that was unforeseen. I only need to look back to that great fortune teller, Dorothy McKellar, to seek guidance. We know for sure that in my lifetime disasters will happen again, many times. After all, in my lifetime, the so-called rare events have included cyclones Tracy, Larry and many others. We've had the Black Saturday and Ash Wednesday bushfires and many others. We've had 2 great floods in Queensland, a couple in Melbourne and a whole bunch of droughts. In the last 6 months, I have lobbied federal and state MPs, Labor and Liberal, around one very simple issue. If we are the land of droughts and flooding rains, and if we have our act together well enough to be one of the world's best at emergency response, why, oh why, do we still do ad hoc recovery in an ad hoc way? Why can't we slightly extend the mandate of Emergency Management Australia to include lessons learned and share knowledge on recovery and reconstruction as well as emergency response? All but 4 politicians, actually I'll say 5, gave me a bunch of reasons why it couldn't happen. Credit to Simon Crean, Andrew Robb, Janelle Saffron, Greg Hunt and Adam Bant for seeing an alternative. 2 are in power, 2 may soon be, and 1 stuck in the middle. Let's see if a simple and cheap idea can become policy. But on the other hand, what's business doing? IBM is about to hold a colloquium here in Melbourne, that big multinational evil corporation that some people would think. And this is how that big multinational sees it. Quote, "We are witnessing the largest wave of urban growth in history of the world, with more than 50% of the globe's population now living in cities. We have also witnessed the incredible power of nature during 2011. The intersection of major disasters with increased population density and the interconnectedness of business and economies is leading to a requirement for communities, organisations, cities and countries to become more resilient. This colloquium will explore our vulnerability, preparedness and responsiveness to large-scale events and what opportunities exist to improve societal resilience." Spot-on question, if you ask me. But why is it that business is doing this and not government? Why does business see the long-term impact, but only a few political leaders seem to?